everybody, welcome to this video and welcome to this channel. My name is Courtney if you guys are new here, and today I am going to be showing you guys around my apartment, doing a little bit of an apartment tour today. As some of you guys might know, I moved to South Korea last year. I lived in Jeonju for a year, lived and taught there, and I moved to Seoul a couple of months ago, and I'm living here and teaching at a Hagowon now, so I thought it was due time to show you guys around the apartment, show you guys kind of what came with it. When you're teaching at a Hagowon, generally they will pay for your living expenses, which is definitely a plus of moving to Korea and why a lot of us do it. And so I just wanted to show you guys mine. Like I said, this is free housing per se. It's just worked into my contract as one of the benefits I get for teaching here. So I thought I would show you guys around. It is a really rainy day here in Seoul, so you might hear and see that. So let's go. When you first walk through the door, the first thing that you see is the kitchen. So this is my kitchen this year. It's quite a bit bigger than mine last year, just meaning a little bit more space. And as you can see, my washer is inside of my kitchen, which I think is pretty common here in Seoul just to save space. And so this is what it looks like. It's a little bit small, and when it's really going, it rocks back and forth a lot, but it is definitely nice to have. It's very common here in Korea for one-bedroom apartments not to have a dryer, just a washer. And then up here, I just have my gas stove, as you can tell, and my blender. There's not a great place to plug this in, so I just have it sitting on the countertop. And then the sink is here. I do think kitchen sinks are usually pretty deep set here, which is nice. And just some soap, a sign my friend made me when I came back to live in Korea again. We have a few cabinets up here, not a ton of space for storage, but there's also some at the bottom here. And then inside, I just have my dishes and storage containers and things like that. And once we turn from the kitchen, we get into the bedroom itself. So there is a little armoire here right off the bat that has a mirror here, and then the cabinets, and this is what I keep my clothes in. So this is what the clothing situation looks like. Like I said, here's a full-length mirror, which is really nice. I also have my laundry basket over here that I got because it's really thin. And then over here, I also store my clothes hanging rack after I wash my clothes because I don't have a balcony with this apartment, which is quite a bummer. This is where I can keep my clothes. Also on this left-hand side, the top portion of it also has a hanger, and then the bottom portion, and the reason it's pushed open is because I have to keep my suitcases in there. Otherwise, there's nowhere else in this apartment I can keep them. But this is what it looks like. So plenty of space for me, but I also didn't bring a ton of clothes. And then right from there, you can turn and get to the bed area. So I just got this little nightstand actually. I hope that I can do something to make these wires go away, but just have a little light up row that acts as a little lamp because it's actually extremely bright. I have my Bible devotional. I also have my charging station over here, which to be honest is super helpful because I can charge my watch, I can charge my AirPods, my iPhone, and obviously it only needs to connect to one place, which is great. And then on this left hand side, I just put up this picture here, this cross picture, and I have a few just photo booth pictures with friends, which is nice to have around. Above my bed, I just decided to hang these. Not quite sure what I'm doing with this space, but it was very white and I couldn't hang up my tapestry because of the material of the wall. So if you guys can tell, it's almost like a little foam covering on top of the wall, but then it's just cement. So it can't even really stick into the foam because then it's immediately cement. So maybe you can kind of tell what I'm working with in terms of trying to hang things up, but that's okay. And so yes, this is my bed, just a little headboard. I just bought this. Actually, shout out to you, Mary, for helping me get it online. And a little comforter over the top of it, which has done wonders. Otherwise, my bed would be a brick. I have a few pillows here. To be honest, when I bought them, I thought that I was buying different shades. Came home and realized that I guess the color I'm into is beige, if that was not obvious, and it really wasn't to me before, so it's good to know. And then I just have this blanket here, and then this white one that I brought from home. Once again, I noticed a color scheme within myself that I didn't know existed. And then over here, I just store my earrings by this window, and then also my snow globe that I got from Japan. I tried to do a little something to add some color into this space from all the beige, and so added just a little bit of this greenery per se. And then I actually found a Bath & Body Works here and was able to get a candle, which I was super pumped about. And these windows are really nice. They do open up on both sides, not at the same time. It is really nice, but you can hear directly through it. Like when I open this up, you can just hear straight to the street, and even if you're talking just like me right now, you can hear it so clearly. So just a funny thing. On this side, I just have this snow globe that I got for my birthday last year, and then these feathers that I just thought were really cute and cool, and I loved the little vases there. And also at the top of this, I have these blinds that go down, and they did come with the place, so that's really helpful. So you can pull those down at nighttime. Next up, I have my little fireplace going right now, but just my TV, and not much is going on up here. I'm just able to hook it into my computer, which is really nice. And then just a little perfume collection here at the bottom, just because I didn't know where else to put them. And then a little vanity area. So it did come with one stool here, which I am grateful for. I just have a couple bags at the bottom. I store any makeup and stuff like that in there. I did bring my own little mini mirror because I didn't know if there would be one. So this was actually a really cool space and something I wasn't expecting, and is nice to have just right here. The lighting isn't fantastic, but I'm not going to complain. You know, it's nice that it's there. And then to the right, again, we kind of work our way back into the kitchen. And so over here, this is actually my refrigerator, which I will show you guys. Definitely not stocked full right now, but it's okay. And so yeah, it's kind of a big refrigerator. I'm able to put some storage at the top with just waters, which is really nice. So I thought that was pretty fancy and cool. So this is my refrigerator, and then at the bottom here, I do have a 3-drawer freezer, which is really nice. And then I just put some decorations, some snow globes. My microwave is in the middle there. I have a little coffee station per se right here. And then I do have my table that this technically does fold up, but I don't know at what point I would really use it to be folding up. So it just kind of is what it is, and it hangs out here. I just move this stool around. And then over here, I have some cabinets to use as storage, which is kind of the only place in my apartment that I can just add, you know, random storage. Over here, I also have my bathroom. And so this right here is what I use for my AC, my heating, all of that. In Korea, the heat usually comes from the floors. And then this is actually used to let people into my apartment. And you can see a little camera on there, which is very neat and high tech. And so let's go into the bathroom with the light on this time. So it just has the normal floors and then the typical Korean shower, which is just right here. Not Western style, so it just sprays into the room and then directly onto the floor and goes through to the drain. So no need for a shower curtain or anything like that. I just have my towel and then the sink area, nothing too fancy here. And then we have the mirror up here, and thankfully it also has a medicine cabinet and a window this time. I feel like I got upgraded. Last year I did not have a window in the bathroom, and it really helps to open it after you've taken a shower to, you know, let the steam out. And in the medicine cabinet, it's pretty, you know, simple, straightforward, but it's nice to store things so that they don't mold, of course. But I do keep a couple of things on the outside here, like my shampoo and conditioner, and then I just have my trash can, of course, toilet paper. This is the bathroom. So overall, I do really like my apartment. It is a little bit small. I have no complaints about it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have the absolute best day of your life. If you are interested in more content like this or similar to moving and living in Seoul and what it's like to teach here, definitely make sure to subscribe and check out this playlist that I will link above. Bye!